T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition and liftoff of Ares 1X.
Well, you go through life doing everything you can, but some people don't get it, just don't give a damn. Just stay on your path and keep your good ways, cause it's all out in the end. You don't gotta play it safe, go out and take a risk and see what you can make happen. Don't spend all your time in the street doing what they call trap. That life always ends, and then there's nothing for you to keep, cause it's all out in the end, and you gotta be free. Yeah, we gotta be free. Now look at all those times that you got by with your life. Really didn't think you'd make it, you're just glad to be alive. But so think next time, oh you know it could be your end. Don't be playing with the devil, you know he ain't your friend. You know I've been there, done that, and I just had to share my times. I don't wanna see you walking down that same old line. I hope you take some from there and find something you can keep, cause it's your life in the end, and you gotta be free. You know you gotta be free. Yeah, we gotta be free. Well, you gotta be free. We all gotta be free. Yeah, you gotta be free. You know I gotta be free. We all gotta be free. Yeah, we gotta be free.
3, 2. Hey, welcome to Undergroundopolis, everybody. Just a few short announcements before we bring our guest on. I'm really excited again. I'm always excited for every guest. I'm really excited for this guy. Oh, let's move that bottle. That's what that was. First off, wearing my MP Presley shirt. MP Presley, the Criminal Enterprise Band. My buddies just left for Belgium today for their European tour. I'm very happy for them. Knock it out, guys. If you haven't heard MP Presley, he puts out a ton of music. He's really great. And some of the guys in the band, I did some session work with a couple years ago down in Lexington, Kentucky at the Ultrasonic Studios. And let's see, his two guitars I did some session work with, and I'm really proud of the Buckshot George CD or EP. If you check that out, you'll hear how good those guys are good. And then they have me on bass, which is another announcement. This is a pretty exciting one. Luie Brangers, if you don't know, has Splatter Tribe Radio on the Live 365 app. He is back at Bourbon Barrel Tavern hosting Original Music Night on Wednesday nights again. That's where I had my EP release party a couple years ago for my first EP. Second one's coming out soon. I'll just go ahead and plug that in. Really excited. And it's a really good event. My next guest should probably look into that, try to get on there because he would be really good for that event. Last but not least, the John Casey Fuck Cancer benefit went over really great. I don't have any numbers to report or anything yet. So we're going to keep bringing it up. That's where I met our next guest, the Bryant C Project. We are going to bring him right on.
Hey,
introduce yourself, even though I've already
C
introduced you.
Bryant C Project, and it's a pleasure to be here today, man. Thanks for having me, bro.
We'll start off with the easy questions. What first got you into music?
What first got me into music was, wow, as a kid, growing up, my parents listened to a lot of different kinds of music. My dad was listening to people like Santana, and mom was listening to people like Prince and stuff like that. And I started discovering people like Hendrix and Zeppelin, through, you know, movies as a kid, and that stuff just made me want to learn how to play. And, you know, I'm a left-handed guitar player, so once I found out Jimmy was, I thought that was pretty cool. So I just stayed with it. I knew I wanted to do that when I got older. And, you know, it's just something I've stuck with.
And I did notice that left-handed thing at the John Casey Fuck Cancer benefit at the Billiards Club. I did notice that. I noticed you had a Gretsch. What is it? It's not a 5120. Is it different? Gretsch?
It's the semi-hollow body, but it's yeah. I've always wanted one of those, and when I saw one, what was it? American Music Supply, that I could get one on a lefty. I went for it. You know, I've always wanted one. Plays great. That was actually my first show with that guitar.
It's a beautiful guitar, and I was going to ask. I meant to ask you that night. I was like, "Did you have that made?" Because I've never seen a left-handed one.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, I got to get on this.
All right. Now, if you ever saw anybody that was on TV or live, and you said, "You know what, I want to do that," who is that influence? And it could be more than one answer. It doesn't have to.
I don't know, man. As far as on TV, you know, when I was a kid, my mom was like, she watched like Kiss videos a lot. I see Ace Frehley. He always caught my attention, and I loved like his style and the way he played. And I was like, man, that's really something. But you know, just seeing people like him and you know, or this one, Michael Jackson over here, yeah, Michael Jackson up here, watching him as a kid, you know. He's a great performer and just artist altogether. And, you know, some of those guys, you know, Purple Rain would be on in the household a lot growing up. And just seeing those guys do what they did. I mean, I like the sound of the guitar, but I like just the whole aspect of it, the whole package deal, you know.
You know what's crazy is I've never seen Purple Rain.
Oh, really?
I've never watched that movie. And you think I would? I own it. I've never watched it.
It's a good watch, man. It's a good watch. You must have a collection.
Let me see if I can find something real quick. I should have done this before the show. I didn't know we was going to talk about Purple Rain for a second. See if I can find my Purple Rain pictured vinyl.
Oh, man. Oh, okay. Wow. Yes. You got that wrapped up. That's good. That's a classic, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Well, how would you describe the music that you create?
I say it's really diverse, but it's all on the same page at the same time. You know, a lot of it comes from my influences, strong influence with blues and rock and some R&B type, even some hip hop in there sometimes, but it's all fused together. So that's the best way I can say it. One of someone I used to know used to call it rock and soul, and you know that works too.
Yeah, I can see that working. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite show you've ever played?
My favorite show I've ever played. That might have been back in 2014 up in Newport, Kentucky. We got to open for Fuel at the Thompson House, Newport. And, you know, I grew up liking Fuel. So to get to be on the same bill and open for a band or help open for a band that you listened to growing up, that was pretty cool. Because if you had told me back then, you're going to open for them one day, I'd be like, really? All right, get out of here. So it was pretty cool. It was a good show, too. It was a good time.
Yeah. You play any tricks on the band? I always said if I open up for another big band, I'm going to play some tricks on them just to.
That would have been funny, but we didn't get that close because there were others like on the bill. But that's definitely something to keep in mind. That's always, always comedy.
All right. Here's the counter question: what's your least favorite show?
My least favorite show that I've played?
Yeah.
Least favorite show that I've played.
One of my favorite questions, actually.
That is a different one.
There's usually a good story there.
I guess it was my least favorite show. Maybe this show that we did out in Richmond one time because I didn't think the bass player was going to make it in time. It was a great show, but I learned what that on edge feeling was like of, okay, are we going to just end up doing this as a 2-piece or how is this going to go? and it kind of threw some things off like right at the beginning, but it ended up going great, and everybody said we looked pretty hungry up there. But that was the least favorite feeling from a show because I've loved all the shows, so that's the best I could do with that.
Now you got an EP out, right? Or
Well,
you
I've got
some-
yeah, I've got a couple albums out actually. I've got a
Oh, wow.
self-titled, and my second album was called Pay the Price, and third album was called the Bryant C Project 2. And then I did like during the pandemic, I did a live album, live at the Fat Man Studio out in Richmond. I mean, out in Lexington with Nathan Pendleton. And then I've got I did a compilation of singles that I had released. So I put those on a compilation album. So I've got an album out called the Bryant C Project of Singles, which, you know, people might want to check out. It's got a lot of the most recent stuff on it. And lately I've been releasing some acoustic singles one by one, leading up to something pretty cool coming up in the future, a little later this year, sooner than later, but yeah, coming up. So, you know, it's going to be something pretty cool coming up.
And you'll sit up in front of the and I will copy your phone number.
You never know what to do. Just think of all you've been through. Those crazy times you've been through. Now go on now. Take it
If you could open for any artist, who would that be?
Any artist as of right now?
Yeah.
It'd be pretty cool to open for Gary Clark Jr.
For who?
Gary Clark Jr.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We got some similarities there.
Yeah,
And,
I can see that.
Lenny Kravitz, that'd be pretty cool.
Oh,
Thinking of
yeah,
people
yeah.
that like kind of compare the sounds with, so you know, something like that would really gel good.
I love Lenny Kravitz. I always have.
Yeah, he's definitely a good guy, man.
What would you say your favorite song to play live is that you wrote?
Lately, man, it's been the new single. I've been liking the reactions from it, and you know, just to see people that drawn in on something you just put out is always a good thing. But aside from that, I got a track called Still Going On, and it's like every time I do it live, I see like people, they kind of, you know, just get in a trance with it and just sucked right in. And that's the whole goal with the music and the live performances. So yeah.
Well, let's talk about What Will She Do. I know that's probably your favorite song. It's a great song. And
thanks,
you just
man.
released a video for it, what, 2 days ago?
Yeah. I just put that out on Saturday night. A little
What's
weekend
that?
special. I just put that out Saturday night.
Okay. I know. I've already watched it.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
tell us about the video. Give us all the dirty details.
Yeah, man. Well, I shot that with my boy Phil Van Dyke II. He's out in Harrisburg. He's got something going called 859 Entertainment, and he does a lot of shooting for people here out in Kentucky on different videos, photo shoots, and all that. So, you know, we shot it out there, and it was good. We originally planned to shoot it in the daytime, but ended up being more of a night shoot. But that's more what I wanted, because I wanted that kind of darker vibe to go with the song. I didn't want it to be too bright. I wanted it to be a little bit darker and black and white vibe, and it really worked out. And we recorded the song out here in Richmond, Kentucky, not far from Winchester here, at a place called Jet Lane Recordings. a guy named Freddie Handshoe. He's a good guy. He produced the track.
I know him.
You know Freddie?
we've talked a few times, and he always says, "You're the funny man on Facebook." He doesn't ever remember my name, which is all right. I don't care.
Okay, well that's cool, man. I have to tell him that. Yeah.
Or he said, if he sees me at the shows, he goes, "There's that Hellraiser."
Okay, so you do know him. That sounds like it. So yeah.
It's been a few years since I've seen him, but anyway, back to your story. I get excited.
No, that's cool, man. That's cool. Small world.
So Freddie recorded that for you. That's awesome. What's
man? I've worked with Actually, I did my second album with Freddie. I met Freddie back in 2013, and started doing my second album, and we've worked together on and off throughout the years. I got a cover of "The Wind Cries Mary" by Hendrix that recorded with him, and yeah. But like I said, we're kind of working on something a little bit bigger than that track right now. But just look out for some things coming out of there. But yeah, I just told him pretty much like, hey man, there's this next track I want to put out for a single, and we went in and laid down the guitar and the vocals, and we put a little synth, little keys and stuff behind it, and just kind of did that one a little bit different. That's why I like how it kind of made itself almost after the foundation was put. So it came out pretty cool. Receptions have been nice. So
what's the story behind the song itself?
Song itself was kind of inspired by, somewhat of actually what it might sound like, like if you're in a relationship of some kind and you're like, is this going to keep going on or how's it going to go? But then I put a little, made up type stuff in there as well, just for other people's stories that I might have heard similar and stuff like that. Just wanted something that a lot of people could relate to. And that's one of the things that I've been hearing back is, hey, I can relate to this song and this and that. So that's pretty cool that goal has been accomplished.
So where you're in Manchester?
I'm in Winchester, but I'm from Maryland. I've been out here in Winchester about, I guess, 10 years now.
Manchester, Kentucky, just so everybody knows that watches.
Winchester, Winchester.
Winchester.
Yeah, right next to Lexington, right between Lexington and Mount Sterling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mount Sterling's got a crystals.
Yeah, they do though. They do. It's pretty good actually. Haven't been there in a
that's
while.
The first one I ever ate at. It's the one about Sterling.
Yeah, they're pretty good though, man. Kind of like White Castle a little bit. And Friday, actually, I'm gonna be heading to Frankfurt. I got a show out in Frankfurt Friday night at Sig Lusher's Brewery. So get Frankfurt in the mix too.
What about the following weekend?
Now that following weekend, I'm gonna be in Lawrenceburg.
Okay, we're at Lawrenceburg.
It's the Bourbon Barrel House. Is that what it is out there?
Oh,
yeah,
Lawrenceburg, Kentucky.
Yeah, Lawrenceburg. I think I got written down here in some notes. But
because when this airs, this will be the one that be the closest one, because I'll air this next Wednesday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me know when you do, and I'll definitely be sharing it with the listeners. But yeah, it's gonna be at the Bourbon Brick House in Lawrenceburg, February 26th from 8 to 11.
You're gonna play 3 hours by yourself? Oh
yeah, man. I do. Sometimes I do the 3 hour set. Sometimes I do, like Friday night, I'm doing a 2 hour set. Sometimes, if it's a benefit or something like a bunch of groups on a show, like the cancer benefit thing, do a 45-minute set. And, so like I've gone out to Whitesburg and done 3 hour sets. Because I've been doing this for a while, so I got like a good set list of material, of originals and covers. So I'm able to actually fluctuate my set list a lot. So I like that. Because if I go back to a place, like this be the third time gone back to the spot in Frankfurt, I'm able to fluctuate the set list. By the time you go back again, you might have some new covers or new originals in the set. So it's pretty cool, because now years back, sometimes I get offers for that, but I just didn't have enough material yet. So I was sticking with the, 45 minutes to an hour set, something like that. But years later, it feels good to be able to just jump in with pretty much whatever's offered. because
Yeah.
that can take you more places. You can travel a little bit more, you know. But you do this too, so you know.
Let's see. Lost my place. You had me reeled in.
Oh yeah, well, that's a good thing.
where all have you performed? Would you say? I mean,
Let's see.
it's a lot
in the
isn't it?
area. I miss Cosmic Charlie's, but Cosmic Charlie's in Lexington. Did a cool show at Bad Wolf Burgers in Lexington over the summer. Down in Glasgow, Kentucky, Louisville, Frankfurt, Barbersville, Shelbyville, Covington, Bowling Green, and like Cincinnati. And I've actually years back I got to play out in New York and California, which was really cool. This year, last year with the pandemic easing up and shows actually getting to start happening again, I played out in Kentucky as much as I could last year. But this year, I want to play out in Kentucky a lot, but I want to hit some other states. Like to get down to Tennessee, maybe Atlanta, different spots, Indianapolis.
Well, I want you to get a hold of Luie Brangers. I'll send you information later. Go to his original music thing, man. It's a good time. It's
I'll check that out, man.
I think I may have forgot to say that earlier because I've talked about Bourbon Barrel Tavern periodically on
Now is that where that's at?
Yeah, Bourbon Barrel Tavern.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
It's in Elizabethtown.
Okay.
It's fun to play for a Wednesday night gig. It's a fun gig.
So it's a Wednesday night gig, okay. And I haven't been to E-Town yet. I've heard people talk about it ever since I've been in Kentucky, but I haven't been there yet. So that'd be cool.
Let's see. If you could work with any producer, who would that be?
Man, I'd love to work with Eddie Kramer. That'd be really cool.
Okay.
He's worked with.
You're the first person to say that.
How's that?
You're the first person to say that.
First person. Eddie Kramer. A lot of people he's worked with Hendrix and Zeppelin and just a lot of people that I really like. But at the same time, it'd be cool to work with someone like Dr. Dre or with my style to see what someone like that would do with it. Or man, what's the guy that produced for Michael on like Thriller and Bad?
What Barry Gordy was it?
No, not Barry Gordy.
No, Quincy Jones.
Quincy Jones, yeah.
It's Quincy Jones,
cool.
yeah.
It'd be cool to work with some people like that to see what they might do with your style because we're both very different. Someone like Eddie Kramer might be kind of predictable, but someone like, those other two I mentioned, it might be like, what's going to happen here? But yeah, man, those producers, they definitely play some big roles.
Would you say you prefer the studio or the stage?
That's hard to say. I love them both, but I got to say the stage, but I love the studio because you can capture something in time right there, but there's nothing like the stage either. So that's a difficult question right there.
You got anything that you want to add before we wrap this up? You got a Bandcamp, anything you want to plug in? You got a website, I know.
Yeah, man. You can definitely check out the Bryant C Project.net. And from there, it's take you to my Spotify, YouTube, Bandcamp, Apple Music, everywhere. Or you can stream the Bryant C Project on all your platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, wherever you might go. It's out there. But, it's a pleasure to be here tonight, though. It's a good time.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being my guest, man. Great answers to questions. And now we are going to present What Will She Do? 3, 2, 1.
All that's been done, what do we do now? All the places we've gone, where do we go now? Of all the things we felt, what do we feel now? And I don't know if it's the same, or if it was ever real. I know it can't always be good, but it can't always be bad. You always say what you do, But I'm just saying how you act, that always hits me more. And that's a simple fact. Should I take it day by day, or say there's enough of that? What will she do? What will she say? She knows her ways don't work no more. What will she do? What will she say? When she knows I'm feeling like never before. I put myself through this, I've already been through that. It's just the same old shit in a different pack. There's more to life than this. Somebody once told me that, and I don't want you no more. So that's the end of that. I'm only being real. Feelings you can't steal. So let me keep mine, and let's not make a big deal. Lord knows we tried, but Lord knows we gotta live. So let's just keep it moving, and that's the end of this. What will she do? What will she say? When she knows her ways don't work no more. What will she do? What will she say? When she knows I'm feeling like never before. What will she do? What will she say? When she knows her ways don't work no more. What will she do? What will she say? When she knows I'm feeling like never before. No more. What will she do? What will she say? When she knows I'm feeling like never before. What will she do? What will she say? When she knows her ways don't work no more. What will she do? What will she say? When she knows I'm feeling like never before.